capitale. Welcome to everybody here, French speakers, French lovers, and anyone of French Canadian heritage, of which there's about 20% of our population of our great state. It's a pleasure to have you here today. I'm John Tousignac. I'm the Executive Director of the Franco-American Center, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to this afternoon's event. We've got a wonderful day to celebrate here for La Francophonie. Just want to recognize a couple of people. I want to mention thank you very much to Bedford High School for sending a contingent to us here. It's their second year, so they're becoming the French high school of New Hampshire, I guess I can argue. So this is great. And also I'd like to recognize Réal Gilbert, who's on the New Hampshire Canadian Trade Council and president of the Euclid Gilbert French Language Foundation. We're here to celebrate La Francophonie, 50 plus countries that have French as a native language or as a second language. And of course the countries that are closest to our hearts in many respects, and I guess I can say that because there aren't representatives from the other countries here, are of course standing next to me we have from my left here, Monsieur Jérôme Henry, vice-consul de France à Boston. Madame Marie-Claude Francard, déléguée du Québec à Boston. À ma droite, Erin Annabelle, le consul général par intérim du Canada à Boston. Et bien sûr, notre cher gouverneur, Maggie Hassan. Alors, ça sera un jour en franglais un peu, a little English, a little bit French. Pour commencer, je voudrais vous présenter le consul général par intérim du Canada à Boston, M. Annabelle.
Merci beaucoup, John, et merci, gouverneur, pour nous accueillir aujourd'hui. Et bonjour à tous. Je suis très fier d'être ici avec vous pour célébrer la Francophonie. It's a very exciting year for Canada and La Francophonie. I'm not sure if any of you know, but the most recently elected Secretary General of La Francophonie is a Canadian, and she's a very prominent Canadian, so it's a really exciting year for us in this international organization. But I think more locally, it won't come to a surprise, as a surprise to any of you that French is a huge part of Canada's culture and identity and heritage. It's estimated that up to 10 million Canadians can carry on a conversation in French, and our overall population is 35 million, so that's not bad. And I think here in this state, we're working hard with the governor and with various departments, and with all of you to increase our connections across the border, increase trade connections. In fact, just last week, we brought a group of officials from 10 of your chambers for a border tour and up to Montreal for a business program, just to expose them to the collaboration that takes place across the border. So we're really trying to strengthen the already strong ties we have with this state. And I think where this shared cultural connection comes in is this francophone connection is a basis on which we can establish this and strengthen this connection. And I think while it's important to look back in the history of this shared cultural heritage, we can't ever forget it. But what I'm really pleased at, and I thank John for making this happen, is the amount of young people that are here today, because we have to promote this shared linguistic heritage and expand it going forward. So it's great to see the students here, and I will leave it at that, and I wish you all une très bonne journée de la Francophonie au New Hampshire. Merci.
Maintenant, je voudrais vous présenter M. Jérôme Henry, vice-consul de France à Boston.
Bonjour à tous. moi de venir vous parler un petit peu de la francophonie. So, yes, it's a great pleasure actually to be with you today here in Concord to celebrate the Francophonie in Hampshire. It reminds us of the great contribution made by people of French-speaking cultures to the wealth and diversity of the state over the centuries. Today, about 280 million people in the world use French as a first or second language, including 2 in the US. And as you well know, New Hampshire is among the states with the highest rates of people of French descent, I think almost a quarter, and with the highest rates of French speakers. And more, Francophonie is not only about language and culture. It's also about business opportunities, academic exchanges, and scientific cooperation. So we are here today to celebrate and remember the contribution made by Francophones on this side of the Atlantic, and in this state in particular. But I can assure you that French citizens will never forget those young Americans and Canadians who came to France when needed them the most. Whenever our common values, freedom, democracy, and human rights are threatened, we come together, as we can see in Iraq today. To celebrate Francophonie, many cultural activities are taking place this month in New Hampshire. I want to thank all the associations and volunteers for their dedication. Without them, this couldn't happen. À tous les francophones, je vous souhaite d'excellentes festivités. Soyez fiers d'être francophones. Partagez le plaisir de la langue française. Amusez-vous. Et longue vie à la francophonie dans le New Hampshire.
Maintenant, ça me fait grand plaisir de vous présenter Mme Marie-Claude Francoeur, la déléguée de Québec à Boston.
Madame la gouverneure, distingués invités, bonjour. C'est un plaisir pour moi d'être ici aujourd'hui à titre de représentante du Québec en Nouvelle-Angleterre. Madame la gouverneure, thank you for your support and for hosting us today. This is an honor to be here. J'aimerais faire un merci particulier au dynamique directeur du Franco-American Center de Manchester, Monsieur John Tousignan, pour accorder. This year, the Quebec Government Office in Boston celebrates its 45th anniversary. As it is the case in any milestone, this anniversary is an opportunity to reflect on our past and to look to our future. I will sound cute. Throughout the past 45 years, our mission has certainly evolved, but our core values and fundamental vision have remained. Throughout cultural and commercial exchanges, Quebec and New Hampshire have developed a strong relationship, driven by common goals and values. We look forward to pursuing this friendship and working together on important issues such as a trade corridor, sustainable transportation, and the fight against climate change. La promotion et le rayonnement de la langue française ont toujours été importants pour le gouvernement du Québec et ont guidé nos actions en Nouvelle-Angleterre. Quebec is proud to be a part of la francophonie. For us, la francophonie is more than a forum to express our voice. It is a family, a space for solidarity and collaboration around a shared language, shared values, and in the case of New Hampshire, a shared heritage. Indeed, about 20% of New Englanders have Quebec roots, and New Hampshire's population is partly composed of French-Canadian descendants who migrated at the turn of the 20th century and who brought a significant contribution to the region. While it is still essential to continue celebrating our heritage, it is important to ensure the vitality of la francophonie by working actively at preventing isolation and at nurturing the francophone communities and lovers of the French language. Supporting community activities is a way to just do that. This is why I invite you all to join us tonight at the Red River Theatre to watch An American Dream, a movie that was written and produced by Claude Godbout, who is here with us today and will gladly engage with you after the screening. This road movie follows the path of French Canadians throughout the U.S. as they sought their own version of the American dream, and in the end, achieving and making it their own American reality. Today, as we look towards our future, we have to recognize the economic potential and benefits for New Englanders to learn and speak French, and at some tremendous pleasure to see the number of young people here that are taking French and that are speaking French and that fell in love with Paris at some point of their life and are here with us today. The Mayor of Quebec City, together with the mayors of Lafayette, Louisiana, in Louisiana, and Moncton, New Brunswick, understand the economic value of such an heritage and have joined forces to establish an extended North American network of Francophone and Francophile cities. By joining the network, these cities will share their common history, heritage, and expertise, while also jointly promoting their city as a tourist destination to the Francophone and Francophiles. Many cities in New Hampshire have been invited, and hopefully they will join this very creative and innovative initiative. On that note, I would like to congratulate the vibrant Francophone community of New Hampshire for its effort to promote La Francophonie and its relentless advocacy of the importance and the relevance of French language. You can be assured of the continued support of the Quebec government. Here is to you, to New Hampshire, and to another 45 years of great friendship. Merci et bonne journée.
You know, we talk a lot at the Franco-American Center about the cultural connections that we have with French-speaking places throughout the world, but we should also not forget the trade connections that we have. The number one trading partner with New Hampshire is not Massachusetts, it's Quebec, which I think a lot of us appreciate. But in any case, I can say that, I guess, probably because I don't have any political office. But in any case, so a cultural connection, a trade connection that we wouldn't be able to do if we didn't have such support from our government.